channel. My name is Maddie, and today we're going to talk about my week 28 and week 30 update during my pregnancy. Today I just kind of wanted to put these 2 weeks together because I actually don't have a bump update slash belly video of my belly at week 28. Week 28 we actually went home to Mobile to visit some friends and family and do some baby showers. I was not able to film a 28-week belly update, so today I just kind of wanted to give my symptoms from week 28 and also give y'all an update from week 30, which does include a belly update and symptoms, how it was last time I went to see my midwife and everything like that. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. So week 28, I had a lot of symptoms. Some things I wasn't really sure if it was because we went home to Mobile and had an extremely long drive and we were there for 4 or 5 days. So I don't know if some of these symptoms are because I was out of my everyday kind of routine and things were just different. So it could be caused from just being away from home, or it could be caused from the pregnancy. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, so the first symptom was I'm still having that pubic bone pain, the softening of the pubic bone, which is extremely good, and it's not so terrible, I think, because I know that it's good for my body and it's actually my body's way of letting me know that it's getting ready for labor. That's really nice, but it doesn't feel too great. That's the bummy part of it. Still having some really bad acid reflux. I'm doing the apple cider vinegar and doing those shots whenever I'm having really bad acid reflux. That seems to be the biggest help, and I absolutely love it. I don't love the taste, but I love how quickly it works. It's like an instant relief. So that's extremely nice. Like I said, we went back to Mobile from Greenville, South Carolina, which is where we live now. But we grew up in Mobile, Alabama, and it takes about, I don't know, 9 hours maybe, between 8 and 10 hours, depending on when you leave, what direction you're going, what time you hit Atlanta traffic, all that stuff. It's a pretty good drive, so we had to stop a good bit for bathroom breaks and so that I could stretch my legs. If you're pregnant, it's not good to sit for an extremely long amount of time. So we made a lot of stops just so I could walk around for a couple minutes or 15 minutes, and so made a lot of pit stops, which was really nice, but it was just extremely hard on my body. I can just tell I just can't do the things that I could do before, and I feel like such a sissy, but I just can't. Like, your body is just so different, and you can't expect your body to be doing the same thing that you were doing just a few months before you were pregnant. You just can't. It's going through a lot. It is literally making a baby. Like, because of God, our body creates babies, which is like insane to me. Going along with that, it was so good to be home, see family, see friends. We were super blessed with so much for baby Nora, and we pretty much have everything that we need, which is so nice. But I had a really hard time sleeping the whole time we were there, which I have a hard time whenever I'm home. But I didn't sleep very good. I was restless. I had restless legs. I was extremely sore. My pubic bone hurt extremely bad. My lower back was in a lot of pain. Our schedule was kind of all over the place too, because we were trying to see as many people as possible and spend as much time with the family as possible. So that caused me to be really tired, but then I couldn't sleep at night, and it was just kind of a big mess. It was a really good trip and a really good another random thing was I have started to cry a lot randomly on our way back from Mobile. I don't know if it's because I was just exhausted already or if my body was just done, but we went through a drive-through, and in the middle of the drive-through, Chip looks over and he's like, "Are you okay?" And I just start crying and crying and crying, and he's like, "What happened? Like, what's going on? Like, you know, we can pull over and like take a break, like what is going on? And I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. And that's what I kept saying, I don't know why I'm crying. There wasn't anything in particular that made me upset, but for some reason I started crying, and I've done that like a few times recently where there's nothing that I'm upset about, but it's just like so much, I don't know, like you can't control your crying. It's just insane. I had some random spurts of crying. That was a thing. So that was it for week 28. I'm gonna go ahead and do my belly update for week 30 before I talk about my symptoms. And so here is an update of my bump at 30 weeks. Symptoms, still having pubic bone pain, I'm still having acid reflux pretty bad and heartburn pretty bad. I'm using the bathroom and getting up a ton at night. I mean, it feels like every hour I have to get up, and I guess I don't know if that's just God preparing mothers to be up all night or what, but I'm up a lot, so I guess I'm preparing for whenever Nora's here. So I went and saw my midwife at week 30, and everything looked really good. Baby was measuring, or Nora was measuring what she should be measuring, and it was an extremely good checkup, so that was really good. The only thing was my midwife told me that I needed to lower my carb intake, which is super sad because I just want potatoes all the time. That's all I want. I want french fries, I want noodles from Panda Express, I want extremely carby things. So, and she was explaining that my body wants carbs, and I need to give my body carbs whenever it wants carbs, so I'm not going to hold back from that. But I was definitely eating an extreme amount of carbs during the day the past few weeks. So she was just telling me to maybe tone it back just a little bit and maybe try to choosing more fruits and vegetables whenever I can, and I can still have those fries or baked potato or whatever I am craving, but be sure to like balance it out as much as I can. So that's been something I've been trying to do recently, which has been really difficult, but we're doing it. Two more things I wanted to talk about. These are kind of random, but both of them include my skin, so I just wanted to mention these two things. I want to know if there's any moms out there, if you've been pregnant or are pregnant, did your armpits darken? I don't know why my armpits have darkened, but they have, and it has to be from pregnancy because they were not this dark before. Like my actual skin has darkened in my armpits, which I thought was really weird. Maybe that's totally normal. It just is really weird to me, and it's kind of gross. I don't know why. Let me know if that's been a symptom that you've had before. Another symptom, another thing. I go regularly to the dermatologist once to twice a year. So I've actually had spots removed from my dermatologist. I have skin cancer in my family, so that's something that I definitely check up on and look at constantly. I'm constantly making sure there's no new marks or bumps or anything like that on my skin. While I was back in town in Mobile, I actually booked a dermatologist appointment to see my doctor because I love him so much and I don't want to find a different one in in South Carolina. So I booked an appointment with him because I needed a checkup anyways, and there was a spot on my chest that I really wanted him to check out because it looked like it had darkened. And so whenever I went to see him, he did a biopsy of it and everything and sent it off to see if it was anything out of the normal. But he was concerned because it had darkened quite a bit. One, go ahead and check your skin regardless if you're pregnant or not. Be aware of the marks and bumps on your body. Notice when they change, because that's a huge deal. Anyways, he was worried about it, but then he said, you know, it also could just be your hormones. When you're pregnant, those spots can just darken and change, and that's just kind of what happens with your hormones. So he's like, don't get too worried just yet, just let's see what they say. So anyways, a few days later, he called me and said that it was totally fine. It was just from the hormones and that there's nothing to be scared about or anything. It was just good to know that everything is good to go. I don't have to worry about anything like that. But that is definitely a symptom. Your hormones apparently can change your skin, change your freckles, change all those things. But anyways, thank you guys so much for coming to my channel and watching this video. I hope this gave you some insight into